Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Well, let's just find out. Boom! What else we got? Boom! Oh yeah, let's see, what else we got in there? Boom! Yummy. Save that for my granddaughter. Or my grandson, he likes them too. Oh, look at there. We cannot let those go to waste. Got to go for those first. Well, I'm sitting in the mall parking lot. Gonna eat my KFC lunch. Let's see, right over here we have Pizza Hut. Hey, have y'all ever tried the Pizza Hut wings? I'm telling you, they are good. They're delicious. They make great wings. However, unfortunately, Pizza Hut, your freaking pizzas as of late has gone into the toilet. Had a meat lovers pizza not too long ago from a Pizza Hut, and that's always been one of my favorites, and it sucked so bad. I mean, I don't know how you screw up a recipe that you've used for years and make it awful, but it was awful. I couldn't hardly eat it. Come on, Pizza Hut. Step up your game. Hey, y'all. Hey, in today's vlog, I'm going to go a little religious on you. So don't freak out. Keep calm and just listen. But yeah, I'm going to go a little bit religious on you today, and it's based on an observation. You know I love these things. Let me try to get this chewed a little bit so I'm not spitting out all my food on the video. But recently I've made some observations. I watch Fox Business Channel a lot. I watch all kind of shows from time to time, you know, Fox, CNN, MSNBC. I even watch MSNBC. You know, I'm one of these kind of people that, you know, I don't focus just on one channel. I like to get an overall. I want to hear what everybody's saying, and I'm not a big news watcher, to be honest with you. Not big news watcher at all, but because of the recent Ebola outbreak. And by the way, this is Ebola-free chicken. It's Ebola-free. But due to that, you know, we've been kind of flipping through the channels. Well, on Fox Business, they have been running the crap out of a Sirius Radio, Sirius, S-I-R-I-U-S, Sirius Radio commercial for Joel Osteen, and promoting his new, I guess he's got a Sirius Radio program. Lord, forgive me if I'm wrong, but to me, and I don't know about you, but does it seem like that guy Joel Osteen is just a little bit greasy? That guy just don't seem right. He is a so-called preacher. I never hear him say the word Jesus or God. I've actually seen some of his interviews, and I swear, I don't ever recall hearing him say Jesus or God. Now, maybe he does in his church, but on his current commercial that they're running, he's calling it the power within. Mr. Osteen, what is that power within that you're referring to? Is it Jesus, God, Allah, Buddha? I mean, what exactly is it? If you are a preacher, if you are a Christian preacher, doesn't it make sense that you would use the words Jesus and God to promote yourself, to promote your church? I have never heard him say it. Just I don't know, man. Like I said, Lord, if I'm wrong, please forgive me. Just watching this guy, I almost want to use some hand sanitizer after I see one of his commercials. I've seen pictures of his home. He's got this massive mansion that I guess, you know, he got from all of his sheeple in his congregation. You know, you would almost have to believe that it's instead of a religious organization, it almost seems like this dude is running a cult. You know, there are a couple things that I have a problem with. One of the things is a politician who runs a radio ad or a TV ad, and he never or she never mentions the fact that they are a Republican or Democrat. They will not associate themselves with either party. And you're watching the TV commercial, you listen to radio, and you're going like, which party are they with? And they don't do it. They won't identify themselves. I have a problem with that. I also have a problem with a religious person, a preacher such as Mr. Osteen, appearing to have a problem to say the word Jesus or God in any of his commercials or interviews. Now, I could be totally wrong. I have not researched this. This is based on my own personal observation. I'm sure anybody that watches video could produce, you know, 100 online videos where Mr. Osteen and Mrs. Osteen are actually preaching the word, and that's great. I hope they are, because they should be if they're professing to be Christians. But I personally just haven't seen it, and the guy does not give me a warm fuzzy. We've got a local guy here in the Charlotte area. He has risen to fame. He's built a church up, and now it's become one of these mega churches. And even the local news has picked up stories about this guy. He's a young guy. He's only about 30, maybe 35 years old or less, building a 16,000 square foot home. And, you know, I know for a fact there are people going to his services, you know, and these people they're not well off. They probably have problems making their monthly bills, but yet they're tithing to the church. And here's a guy building a 16,000 square foot home, and his sheeple are paying for it. I personally have a problem with that. Now, don't get me wrong. I love success and people who are successful and make a lot of money and spend their money. You know, that's what made this country great. And if you want to build a 16,000 square foot house, fine and dandy. Build you a 20,000. I could care less. However, it appears that he is doing it on the backs of his congregation, and just the image itself just looks, the image of that, a preacher owning a 16,000 square foot home that you know are built on the donations of his congregation, doesn't look right. You know, I certainly wouldn't go to that church myself. But anyway, that's another story. I'm trying not to digress here. Let's get back to Mr. Osteen, the one we were talking about. Am I off base? Am I right? Am I wrong? Does Mr. Osteen seem greasy, like a grease ball, or is he legit? Have I just not watched, researched, or seen the real Mr. Osteen? Or am I seeing the real Mr. Osteen? Is he shady? Is he playing his congregation? How does it feel to you if you know anything about what I'm talking about with Mr. Osteen and Mrs. Osteen? I know he writes a lot of books and goes on book tours and everything, and you know what? Freaking garbage trucks interfere with my vlog. Now, I may be a little more wary and a little more cautious and more suspecting of people because of where I live. I live right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. Have y'all heard of Jim and Tammy Baker and the PTL network? Well, this is where all of that happened. Jim and Tammy Baker couple of shysters that took their congregations for, you know, hell, I don't know, hundreds of millions. But that's right here. We lived through that. You know, you got Jimmy Swaggart and the crap that guy pulled. You've got all these big time preachers, just you find out that they've led second lives and they've lied and they're fake. And now Ernest Angsley, I just saw something about him that apparently he allegedly, I'll say that, he may be a you know, a pervert in secret. And all this time people have been, for years and years, you've probably if you're 40 years old or older, I'm sure you've heard of Ernest Angsley. But all these people, all these preachers, these TV preachers are enough to really, it just, you know, I'm very cautious, I'm very suspecting. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this vlog off. Hope y'all have a great day. Let me know, am I off base or am I on base about Mr. Joel Osteen? I'll see y'all later. See you in the next video. Take it easy. And by the way, this is Ebola-free chicken. It's Ebola-free.